Good day, everyone. This is Professor Friday from Macomb Community College, and today we're going to be talking about conics. So the task at hand for today is we're going to find the equation of the hyperbola with vertices at 0, plus or minus 4, and asymptotes of y equals plus or minus 2x. So the first thing we'll notice on this one is that the center of the hyperbola is going to be exactly